just a simple lavatory faucet swap out, 4-inch spread, nothing special about it. The one that's in there now, though, has been in there probably since the house was built. Not exactly sure how long it's been here, but we're trying to update things a little bit, and so it's time to swap out this faucet. So typically you do want to swap out the supply lines when you do this, and we'll get into that as we go through the project. Thanks a lot. Let's go. So the first thing that you're going to do anytime you're swapping out a faucet is you want to turn off these supply lines here. And these are the old supply lines. Those are just the polybute or PEX supply lines, and you always want to swap those out when you're doing this project. You don't switch out your faucets very often, so you may as well go ahead and update those while you're at it, because the last thing you want is a leak on a supply line. So let's go ahead and get these valves turned off. Once you have those turned off, the next thing you want to do is take off each one of these 3/8 nuts here, or 5/8 nuts. You will have some water come out of this line, so that's why I have my towel here at the bottom to catch any of the water that comes out of that. You shouldn't have too much, but you will have some. Now before you actually disconnect this, you want to turn on the water and make sure it's all the way off. As you can see, mine is not, so I'm going to tighten up these lines down here, these stops. And as you can see, that has stopped all but a tiny drip of water coming out of there, and that's something I can deal with throughout the course of this project. All right, now that you've got that off, you should be able just to pop these off. If you've got a 5/8 wrench, you can use that. Otherwise, a little small pair of channel locks is what I usually use for this sort of work. And I've heard it said before that about 90% of plumbing is just being able to fit under the sink, so you can see that that becomes an issue in this situation. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is disconnect this pop-up here. I'm going to let this piece go out. This is the part that connects up on top of the faucet. And we just got to get that out so that we can get the faucet body taken off of the sink itself. Different faucets are going to connect in different ways. This is comes through in 3 different places. It doesn't have the plate on the top, and so we're actually going to have to take the top part off and take it loose from the top in order to pull this whole faucet down through the sink. All right, so to get these handles off, this piece here will just unscrew. And the faucet will come off. Same with this side. We're going to need to get these escutcheon pieces off here to get this faucet body out. That's your pop-up assembly handle. We loosen that from underneath. All right, so what it looks like is that there's actually a C-ring here, and we should be able to pop that out, though not easily, and that should loosen up this piece here. pop off. There we go. And this other one should have the same thing on it. There we go. Got that other one off. And this should just pop off now. Alright. Now, how do we get this off? So I just had to snap it off. I don't really know how you were supposed to take it off, but that's all I could do. Next thing you're going to do is clean up. Now my new faucet actually has a plate on it. It will cover most of that, but I want it to get a good seal. And I want it to look nice, so a little extra effort here. Get that extra gunk off of there that's been there for who knows how long. Will help it to create a good solid seal on the countertop, so you don't get any water that runs in there when you're washing your hands or cleaning and that sort of thing. All right. So the new faucet goes in like so. You want to get it, you know, centered, and that you got an even gap as much as you can here. Come under here, we've got, these are going to hold the faucet to the sink, and they'll just screw on to the pieces you see coming down there. What I do is I'll just snug it up a little bit. And I've already seen that the faucet has moved a little bit. I saw it move when I was putting that on, so then I'll go back up top, make sure it's lined up again before I tighten them all the way up. Tighten them. And that should hold the faucet in place while I tighten it up with the basin wrench. That is here, the basin wrench, and basically what that does is you can flip this over back and forth for tightening or loosening. Basically what you do is you grab it like so and just spin it around. There you go. It's not going anywhere. Nice and solid. So then the next thing you're going to do is hook up the supply lines. Got a couple here that I purchased, braided. You're not going to have to worry about these bursting. And that's going to be another job for the basin wrench. This side typically is all going to be the same size. The other end of it though, you'll sometimes have different, well, you'll definitely have different sizes that show up on this end. The most common is going to be 3/8, but you're going to have some that are 1/2 inch. You're just going to have to see what size supply line you have coming to your faucet. This is going to be your standard, but then some of them have a much larger port that you're going to have to get a different size supply line for. I'll generally go ahead and put that on, come down here, and go ahead and get this attached. Let's go in the opposite direction that you did before. That basin wrench to tighten that up. It likes this type of nut a lot better than the one that mounts the faucet. Much easier just to do it with one hand and get it nice and tight. So as far as the faucet installation goes, that's pretty much it. The only piece we still have left is this piece, which connects to the drain. So I'm going to talk about that while I do the drain installation. Speaking of which, that's what we have left to do. We need to take this piece out. This is what's called the pop-up assembly. Most faucets are going to come with a new one because they want the finish to match between the faucet and the pop-up. So we're going to go ahead and pull this one out, get the new one prepped and installed, and then I'll hook up the pop-up assembly with that rod that I just pulled out and show you how everything goes together. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to part 1 of this faucet installation. Getting the faucet body installed, hooked up, water run to it, and everything set up on the water side. Check out part 2 when I hook up the drain side here in just a little bit. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Head on over to my channel if you want to check out some of my other videos. I do some assembly videos, I do some quick fixes, different things like that, so feel free to browse around and hopefully you find them helpful. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.